Hello, I've been expecting you. I've heard a lot of requests about a kitchen tour, so let's go. But before you come in, take off your shoes. So this is my kitchen. You have probably seen it on the internet if you follow me. A cropped in version because I'm always right here. This is my workstation right here. These. I've lived in a lot of apartments, like 3, 4, and this one is my favorite kitchen that I've ever had, honestly. Like this big island was the thing that sold this apartment to me because I was just like, wow, I have so much room for activities, you know? And then the backsplash is really pretty, so that was like the little bow on top. But let's get into these cabinets because that's what you're all here to see, right? So let's come over here. All right, so let's start with the first cabinet. This is where I store my rice cooker. I have my Brita in here because it's just like easy to grab, but this Brita is specifically for me and my plants. I don't like to drink cold water, so this is my room temp water Brita. My blender, food processor, and I have my hot plates down here. These are what I use to film, and that's this first cabinet. This right here is my air fryer. I used to be so against air fryers because I'm just like, I have an oven, why don't I just, but you know how long it takes for an oven to heat up versus you just turn this on and then it's ready to go. So big air fryer fan over here, okay? This is a mortar and pestle. I do want to get a bigger one, but for now this works. This right here is my utensil crock where it's like easy to grab, you know? So when I'm like cooking over here on the stove, I can just be like, oh, I need a spoon. I need a spatula. Oh shoot, I'm frying something. Okay, let me get this out, you know? Like just a perfect place to have the equipment that I need to just cook. And then down here is where I keep the extra stuff. Let's bring it out. How many whisks do I actually need? My thermometer, you know, it's like organized miscellaneous stuff. The knives that I normally don't really grab, peeler, important. Can opener, also another important thing. I just have this because somebody sent it to me, but I don't really use it. I've never used this, but I think it's good to have in case you order a pizza and they didn't cut it all the way through. So instead of using your knife, you can just use the pizza cutter. This tool I don't use often, but when I do use it, it's very helpful. And this is a potato masher. It makes your potatoes super silky, smooth, no chunks in there. I also use it to make like rice noodles, like homemade rice noodles. My boning knife for when I butcher up some fish, but I usually don't ever do that. But again, it's good to have. So this is just like miscellaneous stuff. And then this cabinet is probably my most like satisfying cabinet. So all of my utensils, chopsticks, spoons, soup spoons. I only have like 4 butter knives, but I don't really use it that much. Forks, measuring spoons. And then this is my spice drawer, which I'm very, very proud of. I sometimes just kind of daydream, like look at this and I daydream because it just looks so satisfying. And then over here are my pots and pans. So my big pots and my bigger size pans are over here. My flat woks pots, my big pots for my pho, they're all in here. All right, and then up here is where I store my bowls, my plates. The place where I can reach is what I use the most. Up here, where I can't really reach, these are my special bowls and plates. I use these for my filming days. This is my everyday bowls and plates. My knife rack. I have my cleaver, my serrated knife, my chef's knife that was gifted to me by Aura Knife. It's really, really beautiful. I don't use it every day because it's kind of big for me. Like it's bigger than my forearm, and how to choose a chef knife. Like a chef knife should be like the size of your forearm, but this blade is like huge. It's crazy. So this is my everyday chef's knife. Very easy to use, aesthetically pleasing to look at, you know? I usually grab this knife and my kiwi knife the most, and then my paring knife. This is a peeler. And then in here, we have a Vietnamese coffee maker, the fin filters, my mugs. And then up here, I have my bamboo steamers here. I got these bento boxes, these lunch boxes for a video, a pasta maker, a sous vide machine, all the good stuff. But the good stuff that I don't really use every day, but it's good to have, you know, like this is also my workspace. I like to have all the tools that I need so I'm not like lacking anything. This is the side where I use the most, meaning like I use these pans the most. A basket full of lids. It's not that exciting, but that's how I store my lids. And then the pots that I use the most, like my quart pots. I wanna get a smaller pot than this just so I can like make sauces. Like I want it like this small, you know, like cute little dainty, because I feel like this is small, but it's kind of still kind of big. And then these little saute pans I use the most. I use these two pans the most, especially this one. You can tell most of my pans are from Maiden, and I got gifted these HexClad pans too. I haven't used it that often to know if it's like, if I could recommend it, you know? But hey, Gordon Ramsay co-signed it, so I'm not gonna tell you guys that he's wrong, cause he ain't.
It's raw. It's fucking raw.
This is the flat wok that I use the most, and I get a lot of questions about it in my video, and it's a frock pan. It's a flat wok, meaning like it's not like the bottom isn't curved, so you can put it on your stovetop. But yeah, these are the pans, the pots and pans that I use the most. Take it away, Will. I don't know what this little space on the bottom of the oven is, but I usually always just put my baking sheets and baking stuff down here. Let me know what this is really meant for, because I honestly don't know. And over here, my mixing bowls, more mixing bowls back there. I have my straws here. I have my popsicle molds. I have my thermometer here. I also keep my gloves in here. All of my cutting boards and more miscellaneous stuff like my strainers, mandolin, what is this? Rolling pin. This next part is my favorite part. I'm really, really proud because I put in quite a little bit of work on this, and it's so satisfying. Look at this. And I only had to do all of this once. And once everything has its place, it's so easy to keep it that way. Okay, I'm gonna move this because you guys don't need to see that there. But this is my pantry. Up here is where I keep all the sauces and condiments that I use pretty much every day. This is a little sneak peek of a project that I have coming up. In this little basket is my like baking stuff. On this side are all my powders, my rice, AP flour, powdered sugar, brown sugar, tapioca flour, broken rice, jasmine rice. And then down here, I keep my sugars, my salts here, all of the condiments that I use to cook. So my fish sauce, my soy sauce, oyster sauce, literally anything that you can think of. So this is where I keep my pastas, my rice paper, my rice noodles, all the dried stuff. It's really easy to keep your pantry and your kitchen organized when everything has a home. And it makes cooking even more exciting too, and it makes it easier to clean up. So just put a little bit of time into categorizing what goes with what, and then everything just starts to fall into place. Okay. So the reason why my snack drawer is all the way up here is because I love to snack. And if I'm going to eat something unhealthy, I have to climb all the way up here and like get myself a little snack. My favorite thing in the world are gummy bears. I love gummy bears. I'm a gummy bear whore. This is my unhealthy snack drawer. My ramen. Popcorn's not that bad, right? But I doubt that it's like real butter, but it's fine. It's cool. This one is really good. The pistachio sea salt and vinegar. So addicting to eat, by the way. And then these high chews are really yummy. The sweet and sour high chews. This drawer, I try to stay away. That's why I keep a lot of fruits on deck so I can just snack on the fruits instead of snacking on this stuff, because I never regret eating fruits. I will always regret eating Ruffles. But it's so good. And that is my kitchen. Hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any more requests, please leave them down below. You don't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here. Don't forget your shoes. And also, follow me on all social platforms at TwitterBay. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!